I had a customer request that I do a video on how to do a barrel swap, so I'm going to make that video using my custom DMR. First thing you're going to want to do, remove the upper receiver from the lower receiver. Every gun is going to be a little different. This one, you're going to want to remove this pin, no matter what though. On mine, there's a small Allen screw holding the pin into place. Once that's free, on mine, make sure you're doing it correctly for your gun. Oftentimes, this pin also has to be removed and it folds upward. On my gun, however, remove that one pin, the upper receiver slides off. Once you got your upper receiver off, pull back on the hop-up. Should slide out cleanly. There you got your hop-up with a BB in the chamber. Get that out of the way. Chamber's completely clear now. See, look down the barrel. You can see, if I can get the angle just right, you can see the small nub at the top. That's your hop-up. And for this, you're going to want to turn the hop-up all the way off. On mine, as you can see, it's got a wheel on the side here that tells you which way to go. That's with the Mad Bull 3-in-1 hop-up. I really don't care for this hop-up, that's why I'm changing it out. It's got some feeding issues. I'm going to be putting in the tried and true G&G hop-up. This is just their stock hop-up, and I actually really prefer it. This one, you're going to turn this wheel towards the front of the gun is turning the hop-up on. Back towards the stock turns it off. To get the barrel out of the hop-up, pull back, remove this tiny clip, set it off to the side, keep track of it, then make sure, got a BB, there we go, make sure the hop-up is level, keep it pointing straight up, or you will lose, there's a tiny nub inside the hop-up. I wish I had one here to show you, but anyway, just pull back slowly, just like that. If your hop-up folds and bends a little, mine does every time, the softer the hop-up, the more likely it is to tear, and this is a very soft hop-up, so be as gentle as possible. And that time, the bucking actually stayed in the hop-up. The best thing that could happen is for the bucking and barrel to come out cleanly. But, see, no harm was done to the hop-up. The nub is still intact, still fully intact. That's pretty much standard procedure. It often gets stuck. Now, you're going to want to set this down. Find somewhere you can set it so it's perfectly level. Don't tip it on its side, either too far, or you will lose the tiny nub that's inside of there. And that's a pain in the neck to get back in. Set that off to the side, facing upward. Come back to your barrel. You see the cut here? It's called the crown of the barrel. Then there's a notch cut in the back here. There's also, on the inside of your hop-up bucking, there's a small line on the bottom. That line slides right into the notch on the gun, and the little bump on the inside of the bucking goes into the crown. Just like that, so when you push in on the barrel, you should get, just like that, a little harder you press, the bigger the bump, and it should be perfectly smooth all the way around, no bumps on the exterior. Now, one of the more important parts is actually to lube with some silicone spray. Just wet it. just like that. If your fingertips are clean, you can rub it around just like that. Set this off to the side. Don't let that hop-up bucking touch anything. Then come to your new hop-up. This hop-up does not appear to have a nub. Let me just check really quick. No, this one does not appear to have a nub, so you get to see just what a pain it is to get that nub in there. I'll come back to this one, and now I'm going to do exactly what I told you not to do. I'm going to turn the hop-up over. Now I've got a pretty tight fitting nub, so it hasn't come out yet, and that was not enough to shake it loose, so I'm going to turn the hop-up all the way on, and that should push it free. If you can see in there, there's a little nub sticking out from the top of the hop-up, and I'm trying to get that out. There we go, just like that. This little piece here, mine is an H shape. Generally it's just a little cylinder, but this is the piece that actually pushes onto the bucking, actually makes contact with the bucking to create that bump that you saw when it was installed. If it's not too covered in silicone, it shouldn't stick. So I'm going to grab the nub just like that. Like I said, avoid this process if at all possible. I'm going to set it in, and it's about right. I'm not sure how to show you what I'm doing, but I about got it. There, it's in fully. If you can see down the hop-up, it's down the bottom there. If I turn the hop-up on, it peeks out the top. Turn it back off and it disappears again. So now you're going to want to take your barrel, and here the groove that keeps the bucking straight is going to go towards the bottom of the hop-up bucking, which I'm holding it upside down right now so I don't lose that nub. But anyway, just push it in slowly, nice and steady, and make sure that little notch is right at the top. Then you can go ahead, put that clip back in, just like that. Just like that. And now your hop-up bucking, or hop-up, should be pretty secure. Look down the barrel. The hole should be completely round. You should be able to, when I push on the top, you should be able to see a little bump come into place. Now, install the barrel and hop-up back into the gun. One thing I didn't show you. This piece that's floating around right there should be pushed into the hop-up just like that, so there's no barrel wobble. There should be next to no barrel wobble. Alright, now you can insert the barrel back into the gun, just like that. Just like that. There's your hop-up there. Now you can take your lower receiver and move some stuff out of the way. But lower receiver can slide however yours goes on. The lower receiver can slide back into place. Some of them can be tricky at times. Have to work all the little parts around before they start to slide together. But looks like that one went together somewhat smoothly. Push the two pieces together. They're not meshing properly. I need to back up a little. Not that far. Need something to push on. Might be leaving the camera frame. There. There we go. Turn the gun back over. Insert the pin. Just like that. Finally clicked into place. Had to move the receivers around a little. Just like that. Where is my Allen key? Hiding. And screw the pin back into place. If there's no screw on the end of your pin, it should pop out freely. They don't always come out all the way. Sometimes they come almost out and stop. That's actually a nice feature. Well, that's all I needed to show you. That hop-up should be good to go. My bad. You should be free to do what you want with the old hop-up. I've never really cared for this hop-up. That's my Mad Bull 3-in-1 that I got for my custom DMR, but to be honest, it wasn't that great. Had some jamming issues even with my best bucking. But set that off to the side. You're done. The gun's ready to fire. Just like that.